The movie we decided to choose was American Sniper. This movie follows the story of America's most prolific sniper, Chris Kyle, and how he helped other veterans overcome PTSD while at the same time coping with it himself.
Chris Kyle has post-traumatic stress disorder, or in other words, PTSD. PTSD is a mental illness caused by a traumatic event that can last anywhere from 12 months to 50 years. Chris Kyle is a Navy SEAL veteran that has received a Bronze Star and Silver Star medal. He served his country and returned home a war hero. Going to treatment and openly admitting that there is something wrong would belittle his accomplishments and could affect his personal achievements. Even if Chris did go to therapy, he would eventually be diagnosed with PTSD, just because it's a commonality for veterans that served to have. On a broader aspect, every culture has had to fight, every culture has experienced trauma, from war to prejudice, and from this, we believe that PTSD is a diagnosable illness in all cultures. But unfortunately, as a result, veterans with PTSD are stigmatized as dangerous and violent.
Throughout the movie, Kyle shows many signs of PTSD. One of the more obvious scenarios is when he had gotten back from war and was sitting on the sofa watching the black screen of the television. He could hear the sounds of war going on in the background and was completely oblivious of his kids running around. Another example is when Kyle was at a barbecue with his family and a dog was playing with his son and pinning him down in a playful way. Kyle saw this and had a sort of breakdown where he went after the dog and threw him on the ground and was about to hit the dog until he looked up and saw everyone staring at him and realized what he was doing. The one type of evidence that Kyle does not show of PTSD is that he never talks badly of himself or of his actions. This is one of the reasons why it's been hard for psychologists to say that he definitely had PTSD.
Treatment. We plan on prescribing Chris Kyle medicinal cannabis to help with his PTSD. We would plan this out by distributing him a cannabis card where he could go to a dispensary and withdraw the amount he deemed necessary for himself. The prescription is appropriate for this disorder because medicinal marijuana can help relieve hyperarousal, it can decrease re-experience, and create an avoidant environment, among other benefits. Ethically, medicinal marijuana is still technically an illegal drug as stated by the government, and the use of a drug can be deemed unethical by some. This rolls into the societal barrier and negative stigma his own culture has against marijuana. As a general example, the white country peoples are against marijuana despite the benefits that it does have.
When we look at the broader perspectives, throughout this film, PTSD is portrayed generally accurately. It shows the ups and downs of daily life for somebody with this disorder and how they can cope with it. When looking into this film along with others that portray PTSD, it's hard to say that they all encapsulate the true life of someone with the disorder. They show a few episodes that the characters have here and there, but they really do not show how they struggle every single day with little tasks and things that we would never even think of.